Man, this thing was popping all over the place.
Yeah.
Boopity popping. Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm gonna have fun with that in post.
Boopity popping. Boopity popping. Boopity popping.
This is Flick Flops. Welcome back to Flick Flops, the podcast where we uncover the best and the worst of cinema. Today, we're sinking our teeth into Renfield 2023, a thrilling and darkly comedic take on the classic character from Bram Stoker's Dracula. Starring Nicolas Cage and Nicolas Hoult and a fresh perspective on the infamous Renfield, this film promises to bring a new twist to the vampire genre. Did it mesmerize us with its eerie charm or leave us saying, no thanks? Join Andy and I as we explore the dark shadows of Renfield.
I like that. I need that cool effect, Gary. I want to be like Gary. I don't have it.
Yeah, I can't hit the button for it to show up for you. I bet you were thinking, man, he garbled that beginning. He's going to just do it again. And I didn't.
I did.
But
I was like, but deep down, I was like, please just keep going.
Just keep going. Who cares?
Because it's fun. It's fun. I mean, no one's watching.
Right.
I mean, if they are, they're not watching this long.
I mean, they're done by now. Thanks for watching.
You've got the numbers.
We appreciate you being here for that minute.
For that opening. It's odd you stay for the opening, then you bail once we get into the detail of the movie.
I'll take a full minute of their attention. I love it.
Damn straight. I live my life 1 minute at a time.
That's right.
All right. That's a quarter mile at a time. Anyway. Renfield, Gary.
Welcome to Renfield.
This is
we're having a real weird stretch here, I think. But are you going to do the note? Are we going to do the go ahead with the can you with the?
Yeah, I'll hit it.
There it is.
So quickly, Rotten Tomatoes, which is our kind of go-to for our aggregator. Anyway,
aggregator.
This film is at
56. See you later, aggregator.
Yes,
that's terrible.
It's 57 with the critics and 79 with the audience. So I guess technically it's considered rotten. It's a flop.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're going for, right? We're going for critic reviews, not audience scores.
Yeah. So when we pick films, this one we picked A because the freaking great Nicolas Cage is in it.
Of course. How could we not watch it anyway?
This was we were going to watch it anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Thankfully, the critics have crapped on it. But I think the audience has a 79. I think, I think it's fair. This thing, I had two different numbers on the budget. One site I used said the budget was $86.2 million for this film, which I thought, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
The other one said it was $65 million. So let's say somewhere between $65 and $86 million to make this movie. I would venture to say a lot of this was the CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Because, man, this thing was piking and popping all over the place.
Yeah.
Boopity popping. Yeah, that's all I got.
I'm gonna have fun with that in post.
Boopity popping. Get my nasty finger in there. Anyway, and that's, so far it's only grossed $24.5 million. So it is, like I said, technically this would fall into the flop category.
Yeah.
What little research I did on this, and I didn't know this because I don't know the Dracula story very well, but I'm fascinated by it because I love horror. I just never dove deep into the Dracula history. But Renfield is an actual character from the book. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it's been part of the Dracula lore from day one. Bram Stoker's original. He was his little assistant, I guess, his Smithers to his Mr. Burns, if I dare say. I don't know if you know this, but originally this film. So this was the story for this movie was by Robert Kirkman.
I did see that. Yeah, yeah.
For The Walking Dead, man, this guy's got a great creative mind. Originally slated to direct this film was Dexter Fletcher, Gary, which is Mr. Ghosted.
Yeah, I was going to say Rachel Papers, but
Rachel Papers,
but that's not the reference to our flick flops. But yes,
so
interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was originally picked to do it, and from what I read, and again, it's various sources you read on the internet. They just kind of went back and forth, and it ended up being was it Chris McKay? Is that the guy's name who directed this one?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna get right to the chase, Gary. I mean, look, I like this movie. I can't pick this apart, and I know it really defeats the purpose of what our podcast is about.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna just shit on a movie to shit on it for the sake of the podcast. I went into it thinking it's going to be okay, but I really enjoyed it. I don't have any real notes on it because I like this movie. I like the story. I love this guy here. I don't know very well. This Nick, what's
He's
his
been
last name again?
Holt. He's been around for a while. He was a young actor too.
Well, so now
I
you know
remember him
this.
from what is that about a? Was that about a boy? Was that the name of the movie?
Oh, is he the guy?
He's
the
boy.
kid.
Yeah, yeah. I think. Oh my gosh, I better check myself.
Wait a minute.
Did that hurt?
That makes all the sense in the world. Because I was getting ready to say, this guy here, this young actor, reminds me of a newer version of Hugh Grant, who I have a really deep appreciation of his acting in his films. Even though he plays the same plot of a character in every movie, I just love that.
Yeah.
And I kept, the whole time I'm watching this, like, this kid reminds me of Hugh Grant. But
It's funny.
I do see it now that he was the kid from About a Boy, which is one of my faves by Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Man, damn, I gotta. That's just knocked me off my heels for a minute. It did. I didn't. Now I see it. I can't unsee that.
Yeah, he's been in some X-Men movies. I know. Everything I've seen him in, I can't recall anything off the top of my head. Because that's the kind of research that we do. I everything I think that I have seen him in that I can recall, I've thought, oh, he's in which I don't think you have seen, or did you? The Menu we talked about.
I have not seen it yet.
Oh my gosh, great movie!
I know. I'm
He's in
behind.
that as
I've
well.
got other things going on. Like besides this little thing we do, there's another project I'm working on where I have to watch a bunch of other movies now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've really turned yourself into the couch potato now.
Ugh, that's why I can't go walk the dog. I got stuff. I got research to do. Say hello to your ma.
Nice. Yeah, he's a really good actor. I really like him. We've already talked about Nicolas Cage on here, so for me, it was kind of like a no-brainer that I was gonna see this anyway. In a way, I was kind of happy to see that it was considered rotten by critics, because I'm like, well, we get to talk about it, even though I don't have anything to crap on it about.
So you know, critics always talk about Cage as, we'll say, overacting. A lot of times they'll say he really chews the scenery up.
Yeah.
This one, he is on fire sometimes, literally on fire. But he I didn't even mean that. But man, his acting goes so, I mean, he's up there, and I'm loving every minute of this. I'm like, oh, this is such a good movie. You know, I think probably you and I are slightly biased because A, we love Cage, B, we really enjoy the horror genre. So this movie had to be really crappy for us to not like it, and it just wasn't.
No.
I know critics aren't giving it a lot of fair praise, but I don't know.
I think they lose track sometimes of the purpose for some movie. It's like I was trying to explain this the other day about music. It's like nobody's going to ever look at Poison and say, man, that is, I mean, what songwriting, what craftiness, what a beautiful singing voice, Bret Michael. Nobody's going to think that about Poison, right? But if you were like, man, some party music that I don't really have to, you know, it's not good music, right? But
I mean, if you want nothing but a good time,
that's right. Yeah.
That's what they'll give you.
Yeah. And if you want to unskinny bop, I mean, you know, you can bop with the unskinnies, but anyway.
Exactly.
So
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. Same thing. I think with the critics, sometimes I wonder if they forgot, hey, you know, sometimes going to the movies can be fun, you know, and they don't have to be, you know, some blockbuster or something. I've got nothing bad to say about this movie. I love the whole thing. If I had to say one thing cautionary, I would only say that the CGI, like you discussed, there's a lot of very violent death in the movie.
Oh yeah,
way over the top, comedic. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's stuff where like bodies are exploding. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean, I know we don't need to belittle it. I mean, we can go right to the ratings if you want.
Yeah, you gonna hit it? You gonna do? Yeah, you are.
Catch you right off when you're talking.
I know. I like that. That's hilarious.
Fine, fine.
You going before me?
You can go ahead because I got to find mine in the lineup over here.
If you don't see it, let me know. But it should be there. I'm
I
just going to
don't.
go ahead and give you one of these because I can't give it a 0.
Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't give it a 0.
No.
Give it something, and so I'm giving it a half toilet paper because did you have to blow up everybody? I mean, did everybody have to blow up? I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything. Like I said, I don't have anything bad. I love that. Tara watched this and she got about halfway through and she was just tired, so she went to bed.
Yeah.
But even she was really liking it. She didn't want to go to bed. She was so tired. She's like, I'll just finish it tomorrow. Actually, I think she said, "Can we finish this tomorrow?" And I said, "No,
Nope.
you can finish this tomorrow." Because I was like, I want to watch the rest of it. It's great. I really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me do mine real quick. So we got it here.
Hey, shocker.
Yeah. And like I said, I would have gone. God, that's awfully long.
Yeah, maybe.
I would have gone 0 on this. I think this is a completely enjoyable film. I don't have anything that I would tell anybody. I mean, anybody I know. Look, Teresa wouldn't watch this, but she wouldn't watch it anyway. She doesn't like horror films. She doesn't like violent films.
Yeah.
This is everything. But I mean, if she asked me, is it good? I would say absolutely, it's good. But again, I think you and I are slightly biased. I think there's a lot of people that like Cage and they like his over the top. And this role, I mean, it's meant for him,
Oh, yeah.
I saw a review. I was trying to find it. I wanted to keep it so I could read this one. I'll read this one to you. This is by a guy named Bob Grimm from the Reno News and Review. It says, Cage will forever stand as one of the greatest Draculas to ever put on the cape. As for the film itself, it will forever stand as a movie that most certainly does not deserve him. I was like,
It's that's a little harsh.
Yeah, I was like, I know what you're going for, but I think echoing what you said or getting back to what you said is, I think sometimes people forget. Like sometimes you can just enjoy a movie. There doesn't have to be a deep meaning. There hasn't been to be, there's worse vampire movies out there.
Well, I mean, you said it from the beginning. Kirkman was involved. This has a feel of a comic book type movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously it's comedy. There's comedy in it with horror elements.
But what I love, the comedy to me in this comes across, I don't want to say subtly, but it's not like they're swinging for the fences with jokes or pratfalls.
Oh yeah,
it's just it's there. I mean, the whole premise of the fact that his assistant is going to therapy,
yeah,
because his boss is mean to him.
Yeah,
it's like your boss is Dracula.
Yeah, that was
and the fact that he's relating to these people, like they're having like relationship issues, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in kind of a bad relationship myself." It's like I've been alive for.
Mine's tough too. You have no idea.
200 years. I can't die.
Visually, man, the movie is great too. I mean that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic job.
Yeah.
Fantastic job. This one's one for the Video Aces.
Oh, and be sure to pay Video Aces, my favorite video company. They're terrific guys. You get a lot for your dollar. Getting late. I'm gonna.
They're really great guys.
Make sure you pay the Video Aces.
Oh my gosh!
That'll make sense someday.
Yeah. My name.
That's all I got, Gary. We don't need to belittle this one anymore. It's or belabor the point. This is a great movie. You should watch it, and don't let our title mislead you. Flick flops. This is definitely not a flop.
Yeah, you said it best, man.
I say it best when I say nothing at all.
You do, or when you take two words and put them together. When you
Shazamly.
When you sweave them together.
That's all I got, man. If you got
All
anything else
right.
added, if not, take us out.
I got nothing. We'll catch y'all next time on
Oh wait,
the Flicker Floppers.
hold on. I do have something I want to
That's a
add.
call
Hold
out,
on.
by the way. Flicker Floppers. I don't know
The
anybody.
Flicker Floppers.
I don't know anybody that would say Flicker Floppers.
I did find this. That is Renfield represented in the Simpsons world.
Okay. I was like, I don't know who that is. I mean, it's clearly a Simpsons character. But
Yeah, I found that in my search. Is he ever in it? And Smithers kind of reminded me like of Smithers and Burns as a Renfield.
Yeah.
And Smithers makes a reference to looking up to Renfield.
Real quick, since we're talking about that, not Simpsons, but Renfields of the past. Tom Waits played Renfield in, I think it was Bram Stoker's Dracula. Remember the one from, was that late 90s?
Sure.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember. They had Keanu Reeves in it.
Dude, it's Dracula, man.
It's Dracula. How's it
Why
going,
are you so
man?
heavy, bro?
Great movie too, by the way. I really like that. But Tom Waits was a really good Renfield.
I've done everything that you asked, Master. All the preparations are in order. Everything. I await your commands. For I know that when the rewards are given, I will be one of those who benefits from your generosity. Thank you.
He's got
I don't
that
remember that.
Yeah.
But now I want to go back.
I hope that's the movie that it was that he was.
If not, you'll correct it down here.
Yeah. Look in the lower part here. Gary was right, or Gary's dumb. But anyway, yeah, that's all I've got. Join us on the Flicker Floppers. The next
Thanks,
time.
Flicker Floppers.
Hey, and catch Andy in Fans in Motion, right?
Hey,
I mean the Pansies in Motion. Wait, no,
for some hot Night Ranger talk.
Yeah, that's right. 100 and how many episodes in are you guys?
Like 115. What? What's this?
There you go. That's amazing.
Oh, look how it blends in. What's this right here? Anyway,
pretty cool.
That's
all right. Y'all catch us next time. We out.